like to think Dan Stephenson's a lot of things, a husband, a father, a grandfather. But in regards to business itself, Dan Stephenson fell in love with an area called Temecula, located in southwest Riverside County back in 1968, because I truly had the vision that this area would eventually grow and be very similar to the growth that happened in the San Fernando Valley. And then in 1971, decided to start my own company specifically to form real estate partnerships to buy and develop real estate. That was 53 years ago, and I'm still doing the same thing in the same place and have an absolute blast doing it. As time went on, we fell in love with the concept of being in the winery business, and next thing you know, we subdivided or split out 40 acres right on the main road. I just sort of came up with the idea of, why don't I do a European resort with the three great wine regions of Europe, the France, the Italy, and the Spain, sort of copied a little bit after the Disneyland concept, has Tomorrowland and Frontierland and Fantasyland. But in our case, we'd have, the Italian wineries, the Spanish wineries, and the French wineries. So it was just sort of copying that concept because I thought it would be really fun. And you started looking around the world to see if anybody's done something like that. And nobody had. And so we put this concept in black and white. I started doing a lot of talking to a lot of different people, did my market research, and absolutely got committed that if we did something like this, it would be like something that no one else had done and would be very, very special.
This is what makes Europa Village. Europa Village is an experience. It's an immersion in all things wine, food, music, art, and culture of the countries that we represent, Italy, Spain, and France. It's a property that you can come to and you can walk from village to village. You can have lunch in Spain, you can have dinner in Italy, you can spend the night in France, wake up, have breakfast, a croissant, great glass of wine, visit our champagne room. You can spend days here and have a different experience every day.
If an individual is interested in becoming a part owner in Europa Village, we first encourage them to come on property. You have to be able to see this and feel it and touch it to really know what you're investing in. We do tours all the time with investors. We bring them in, we wine them, we dine them, we show them all of our facilities, all of our event spaces, each one of our wineries and each one of our properties. From there, really, it's about letting you ask questions. What's the return? What can an investor expect to see? Why would this be a good investment for me?
Europa Village, very similar to just about any real estate investment, basically gives the investors what I call three benefits. They give them the benefit of some tax benefits through depreciation, very beneficial in Europa Village, very frankly. Secondly, cash flow, as we sell a bottle of wine, a steak at the restaurant, a room at the hotel room, it generates revenue, and eventually that revenue gets distributed to the investors in the form of cash flow. But the other aspect of it, very frankly, is long-term capital gains. The value goes up for inflation, it goes up because of appreciation, but most important, it goes up because we're buying one thing and creating value through the development process. So eventually we sell it and the investors get an added bonus in addition to the write-off and the cash flow by the value that's been created, and that's taxes of long-term capital gains.
I always like to tell people that becoming an investor in Europa Village, it's very different than being an investor like in the stock market per se. Here you can see, you can touch, you can feel, and you can enjoy your investment.
The other little side benefit, which frankly, you don't want to downplay, is they own a winery. And they're part of a living, breathing business that they can really enjoy. And so that's a benefit you get here at Europa Village that you don't get other places.
Our owner investors here at Europa Village, they're some of our greatest clients and some of our greatest guests. They're the ones, they're having their weddings here. They're celebrating their birthdays. They're enjoying our restaurants and our hotels. They're giving us feedback about our fabulous wine. So it's not just something that your money is sitting in. It's something that you get to interact with. It's something that you get to be a part of. It's a very special, unique investment. And we're so grateful and so honored to have every single one of our owners and investors.
It's very important to me and how I run my business that individuals that want to invest in Europa Village, or for that matter, any other project that we have, I like to come out. I like to meet with them. I like them to meet with my management team. I want them to take a look at the asset and really understand what they're investing in. That's good for me because they're not being sold a bill of goods. They're actually, for their own eyes, being able to literally see for themselves.
In return for your investment, not only do you get to be a part of the family of founders that have developed Europa Village, We also offer an excellent return. Over the next couple of years, we expect to be able to start cash distributions to our investors. Over the 6 to 7 year expected investment time frame of Europa Village, we are targeting internal rates of returns of 20%. In addition to that, you also get to be a member of our Da Vinci Club. This is our special club that is just for our investors. And as part of that club, you're a wine club member. You get to attend our quarterly events for our investors. You receive a stay at our hotel each and every year. You also receive a credit to use at the resort.
At Europa Village, we're a family. We started 11 years ago with a small team of 25. We look for the best of the best. We want people that really have a natural desire to want to provide an incredible experience.
We have our state-of-the-art restaurant. It's called Bolero. There, it's more than just a 3-course dining experience. We create a handcrafted, curated dining experience that will allow you and your guests to transcend into the town of Barcelona or enjoy the countryside. Our chef is going to embrace you with his whole heart, spirit, mind, and body, and pour his passion of this curated food into your one-of-a-kind experience.
The incredible benefit that we have here at Europa Village is that we offer an incredible breadth of wines. There's a wine for everybody here. What I like to say is that if you've had wine 3 times in your life and you know that it comes in red, white, and pink, and you so far prefer pink, or if you go to Bordeaux every year to buy futures and you've got 3,000 bottles in your cellar, you're gonna come to Europa Village and you're gonna find something you like and you're gonna learn something new. And that's the fun thing, is that we've got red, white, sweet, sparkling, rosé, port, dessert wines, a little bit of every kind of style you could possibly imagine, every price point you could imagine, and for every kind of food and occasion you could imagine. And so no matter what your goal is, when you come to Europa Village, you're gonna find a wine that fits your lifestyle and fits that moment in your life that you're looking to celebrate.
One of the reasons that I would encourage folks to invest in Europa Village is because it's not just one business. We have a variety of businesses here, so really it's a diversified opportunity all in one. We have a wine business, we have restaurants, we have hotel rooms, we have events. And so really that creates a lot of opportunity for us to grow the business and use all of our spaces and our resorts in different ways based on the season or based on changing market demands. Other items that folks ask us about investing in Europa Village is, how can I invest in Europa Village? And we do allow investments to come through many different places. You might want to make a private investment through yourself as an individual, from your trust, through your company as part of your IRA, and we do allow you to do all of those different things. We've also been able to generate tax losses for folks to save money on their taxes. And so as we continue to build out the resort over the next couple of years, we expect to generate more of those tax losses to benefit our investors.
One of the trademarks of Rancon and the company that I started back in 1971 is communication, keeping people informed of what's going on. Not only have a number of social events out here and business meetings out here for our investors to come and experience things, we all do newsletters twice a year, giving them great detail of exactly what's happening. As we have our cocktail parties a couple times a year, we do share the details of what's happening. We have our annual meeting in November where every one of our executives gets up and gives a complete detailed description of what's going on.
Anytime that you look to invest, you always want to look at who's managing that investment. One of the great things about Europa Village is that our managing partner, the Rancon Group, they don't just participate in managing, they also live here in the community. So all of the people that are overseeing the execution of the development and the vision here at Europa Village, their children go to school in the Temecula Valley. They work in the Temecula Valley. They're on property all of the time.
The other thing we do is we supply financial information on a regular basis. And in fact, each year all of our financials are audited by an independent certified public accountant. All those are available to our investors. We also update our entire financial models, usually every 12 to 24 months, because as we grow and experience from history, we want to make sure these projections going forward is as accurate as they possibly can be.
Let me tell you a little bit about the process of investing in Europa Village. Our team is here to make it easy for you. You can do it in person, you can do it online, but really the steps of it are that first, you basically need to review and sign the PPM. Then there is some information that we just need to collect, and so that we're able to effectively communicate with you. And then, of course, there's funding your investment.
Every investor has total access 5 days a week to all of our books and records. You can come into our office and meet with us. You can email us and ask for whatever financial information you have. It's readily available now in today's computers with a push of a button. So if you like to really keep in track of the numbers, it's very easy to do in this investment, and we're proud to do it. I've said many times that I believe that Temecula Valley wine country is the down floor of an up elevator. We have a formula out here that I don't think any other wine country in the world has. Temecula is a different formula. Temecula not only sells wine to distributions in some cases, but we have that almost no other region has. We have hospitality. Temecula allows us to have restaurants, it allows us to do wedding facilities, allows us to do retail. You go up in the county of Napa, you can't do that. You literally are producing wine and selling wine. And even wine tasting in many cases is very limited, and a lot of places are by appointment only. Here, that's not the case. We're allowed to have the full hospitality range. Now, that is exceptionally to this area, because when you take a look at Temecula, we're literally an hour and a half from like 23 million people, and we are the only organized wine region in Southern California. So that means we've got 51 wineries and 23 million people to draw from.
Our next exciting phase at Europa Village is to build the Vienza Hotel and Spa. And that takes approximately 2 years to build. About a year after we start that, our plan is to start our French winery, C'est La Vie. That takes approximately 1 year to build. And our plan is for both of those facilities to open at approximately the same time.
You know, at Europa Village, we're not just a one-stop shop. We offer a variety for everyone. If you're planning a corporate retreat, a business meeting, a retirement dinner, a birthday party, or an extravagant wedding, we've got a space for everyone. Each village has unique, very well thought out event spaces. We have a team of professionals to help you plan everything from start to finish. We've assembled a culinary team like no other, led by Chef Hani Ali. They work with each guest from start to finish, really custom designing a menu, looking at what we've got to make the perfect event.
If anybody does want to see what this investment opportunity is available, we do little investment seminars probably 2 or 3 times a month. We like to include them into a meal, whether it's a brunch or whether it's a lunch, because I like people to taste the food, I like them to taste the wine, and more important, I like them to walk around and see the facilities that already exist and see the vision of what is still going to be built. I think when people can do that, they feel a lot more comfortable with their investment. This is real. This is now not a dream. This is now not a vision of somebody, and it was a vision to begin with. It's reality. You can touch it, you can feel it, you can taste it, you can drink it. Now that we've basically got the Italian village open along with the Spanish, they're all excited to see the next level of the Italian hotel being built and the French winery being built, because as we build more and more facilities, then the profit will start to increase. But the base is set, the formula is already in black and white, and it's easy to see that this project is now reality. Now that we've finished the Spanish and just here recently opened up the Italian, the visions become reality, and going to go up in the headlines. People love the concept, and it's going to be something very, very, very special. Or it is already something very special, and it'll just get more special as time unfolds.